Ugly Love Summary in 5 minutes. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover is a contemporary romance novel that explores love, emotional avoidance, trauma, and the difference between physical attraction and emotional vulnerability. The story follows Tate Collins, a nursing student who moves in with her brother Miles' best friend, Miles Archer, a pilot. Miles is emotionally closed off, strict, and uninterested in relationships. Despite this, there is an immediate physical attraction between Tate and Miles. Miles proposes a no-strings-attached arrangement. They can have a physical relationship, but they must not ask questions about each other's past or expect emotional attachment. Tate agrees, even though she secretly wants more. Tate quickly realizes that while the physical relationship is intense, Miles remains emotionally distant. He refuses to talk about his past, avoids emotional connection, and keeps strict boundaries. Tate begins developing deeper feelings, which makes the arrangement painful for her. The story alternates between present events and flashbacks from Miles's past, gradually revealing the source of his emotional trauma. Years earlier, Miles experienced a tragic love story with a woman named Rachel. Their relationship was deeply emotional and meaningful, but it ended in heartbreak and loss. This past trauma explains Miles's emotional shutdown. He believes that avoiding love will protect him from future pain. As a result, he limits relationships to physical connection only. Tate struggles with this dynamic because she wants emotional intimacy, not just physical attraction. She tries to break through Miles's emotional walls, but he continues to resist vulnerability. One of the central themes of the book is emotional avoidance. Miles represents someone who refuses to heal from past trauma, while Tate represents emotional openness and hope. Their relationship highlights the conflict between protecting oneself and allowing oneself to love again. As the story progresses, Tate becomes emotionally exhausted by the imbalance in their relationship. She realizes that she cannot force Miles to heal or love her. Her self-respect begins to grow as she understands her own emotional needs. The emotional turning point occurs when Miles is forced to confront the full weight of his past. The truth about Rachel's fate is revealed, explaining the deep guilt and pain he has been carrying for years. This revelation explains why Miles cannot allow himself to love again. He believes that loving someone deeply always leads to loss and suffering. His emotional barrier is a form of self-protection. However, Tate represents a chance for healing. She challenges Miles to face his pain rather than avoid it. She shows him that love can still exist even after trauma. Eventually, Miles begins to understand that avoiding love is not healing, it is another form of suffering. He realizes that he must confront his past in order to move forward emotionally. The climax of the story is deeply emotional, focusing on forgiveness, acceptance, and emotional release. Miles must decide whether to remain trapped in his trauma or open himself to love again. In the end, Miles chooses emotional vulnerability and acknowledges his love for Tate. Tate also stands firm in her worth, refusing to settle for a relationship without emotional depth. Overall, Ugly Love is a romance novel about emotional pain, healing, and the difference between physical attraction and true love. It explores how past trauma can shape emotional behavior and how healing requires facing pain rather than avoiding it.